Welcome to the sausage party. What is up, you guys? Animated Heroes here, back with another action figure review, and this time it's going to be of the SH Figuarts Battle Itachi version, Uchiha Sasuke. And as you guys can see, I got the brown shipper box as well. I love having these things, man. It means that I got the initial release from Japan, so it just makes me happy to know that I got these. So yeah, not much on them. Barcode right there, SH Figuarts. I'm sure that says Sasuke. And yeah, pretty much that's what you get with the brown shipper box. Now let's move right along. Now, after seeing the sexy brown shipper, you obviously got to take a look at the sexy packaging on this mug. And good lord, I love these colors, man. Beautifully done. I like this. Says Sasuke right there, SH Figuarts right there. I don't know what that is in red. Warning, if you're not 15 or up, you don't need this. Bandai Tamashii Nation, so you know it's authentic. Beautiful image of Sasuke right there. He looks great in the package as well. Also a sticker right here that says Period. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's another part of the company that has something to do with sending these out or something. I don't know, but I also saw this on my Reveltech Deadpool, so yeah, I thought that was kind of strange. But anyway, Uchiha Sasuke at the bottom, this image completed as well, but yeah, I didn't notice that before. Uchiha Sasuke on the side versus Itachi, SH Figuarts down there. On this side, a cool image of him, Sasuke right there, that probably says like versus Itachi version or something. SH Figuarts again. Japanese stuff all over this that I can't read, especially down here. Cool images right here, right here. Him and Itachi. I can't wait for Itachi. I might be getting him late, but either way, I will be reviewing him. Two extra expressions right there. So yeah, man, this guy is looking great so far. And as you guys know, Sasuke Uchiha is my most favorite anime character, so I am definitely excited to be opening this guy, and I can't wait to check him out. So let's see what this guy has to offer in comparison to the first one. Now, first impressions of this guy are that he is absolutely beautiful, man. The figure looks great. You can definitely tell they switched up the paint a little bit compared to the first one, because you see the belt is a whole lot more detailed, and even on the sash, I'll show you guys. You have this one that's a whole lot brighter. Actually, both pieces are a whole lot brighter. So yeah, here they are standing next to each other. You guys can take a look at those. I'll center them. And yeah, it just looks a whole lot better. Now, I will say that this one, the initial release, the face looks a little bit, I'm not going to say better, but it definitely captures Sasuke more than the default face for this one, because in my opinion, it kind of looks like a girl almost. It looks like just a girl's face. I don't know, but it still looks good either way. And he stands at a little bit under 6 inches, surprisingly. So yeah, just shy of 6 inches, or I guess to the top of his hairpiece, he's right at 6 inches. So yeah, still in scale with 6-inch figures. And I'll show some size comparisons later, but I really just wanted you guys to see the difference in toning, especially of the paint when it comes to these right here. This one's a whole lot darker, but it does also have a whole lot more shading than this one. And yeah, still looks great overall, but I'm really digging it. Anyway, let's move right along to the articulation. Articulation wise, you got the head on the standard ball peg. Can look up about that much simply because of this piece right here. I'm not going to wedge it too much because I don't want to mess up anything. But as expected, he can look down pretty far. Head can turn all the way around. The neck right there is on a little ball peg, so you can move that around. There's a pretty good diaphragm joint off in here as well. You can move him around quite a bit. You can turn him that way, turn him that way. So he definitely can get into some dynamic poses. I'm glad they have that. Arm move out about that far, but you can move it around any way you want. I'm pretty sure that if you just mess with it a little bit, he can punch maybe a little bit higher. I'm not sure. Let's see. Yeah, you can move it around just a little bit. You'd have to play with it though. The joints are actually pretty tight as well. double jointed elbows, and his wrist is on a ball peg, and you can move it just about as far as you want. This somewhat hinders it, but I mean, that's about as far back as a normal fist can go, so it's no problem. This thing right here, just like the first one, is on a ball peg, and none of these pieces are separate other than this, so you can pretty much move it like that either way. This soft plastic right here is actually a little bit, it seems harder than the first, so it's going to be a little bit harder to make him kick out. But I know a lot of people were saying that you cannot make the first one kick out. Yes, you can if you play with it just a little bit. And I know a lot of people like to take pictures, and usually the only time you make them kick out like this is if you want to take pictures. Now, if you want to hide the fact that these pieces are separate, it's pretty easy. All you have to do is take the photo at the right angle, and this piece right here that's separate from the other won't even be noticeable. But yeah, you can just wedge that back up in there. Double jointed knees. It's kind of limited by this right here unless you move it forward. Oh, well, there goes a piece. But yeah, unless you move it forward. I don't know. I might have to play with this guy a little bit. But like I said, all these pieces right off in here, let me grab this, just seem a whole lot tougher, I guess, than the first one. Because I can move the first one around pretty easily after I got it, but I can't do it with this one. Anyway, he doesn't have a swivel right here, but he has one right here, and that's pretty much good for the ankle pivot, and he definitely has that right there, so that's good. Can move his foot any way you want, no trouble whatsoever, and it looks great. Also has a very tough toe hinge. I'm not even going to mess with that one. There we go, that one moves, but this one right here is pretty tight, so I'm gonna have to play with this guy. The joints on it are pretty tight, but overall the articulation is decent. And as for this pouch back here, let me see if that comes out. Yeah, it comes right off. That hole looks pretty weird, but I guess, yeah, it comes off. I figured they probably did it like Naruto's where it was stuck in. And also he has this little spot right here where you can stick the sword in, and for those of you who don't have a Sasuke figure, it goes in just like this, and it fits perfectly. It's not loose or anything, so it won't just flop out. So yeah, it looks good. Honestly, I'm really impressed with this figure, and so far it's doing a whole lot more justice than the first release. But with that said, let's move right along to the accessories. Now, accessory wise, he comes with his standard face, which is normal for Sasuke, the bland, oh, hey, how are you doing? I don't want to talk to you face. 2 fist hands on each side. And let me see if I can get him to stand back up. He comes with these open palm hands. This is for when he's using his Chidori. One hand using it and the other hand it's probably open. This time he actually comes with 2 sword holding hands. I'm very happy with that because the first one, it only came with the right hand. And as we all know, he uses his sword with his right hand, but still, I just like it a whole lot better that it comes with 2. He comes with the Chidori hands, and how that works is you just slide it off into the Chidori. I'll show that in just a sec. He comes with the hands that every Naruto figure should have, the Jutsu pair of hands. And these are probably the most important that come with this guy other than the Chidori hands. And last but not least, another open pair of hands when it comes to the hands part of it. And they just look pretty good. It's the same hands as the first one, honestly. The only new one that we got is the extra left hand for holding the sword. He comes with this Chidori piece right here, which honestly looks the exact same as the first. I feel like it's probably just a recycle piece. But what you do, you slide the hand right off in that section right there, and that helps for him to hold the Chidori. I would push it in further, but I don't have the sword. I mean, I don't have it hooked on his hand, so I don't want this to get wedged off in there, and then it'd be a problem trying to get it out. So yeah, but it slides in pretty far, and you can just pull this thing right off. I'll show some images a little bit later. But anyway, he comes with a surprised face. This is the one for when Itachi is poking him right before he dies. And he comes with what we should have got with the first one, a Sharingan face. And I don't know how well you guys can see that, but man, the Sharingan, let me move this one. Sharingan look absolutely beautiful, man. For such a small painted eye, it looks good. It almost looks like Figma did this because Figma's so perfect with making faces and stuff. I really dig this. And he comes with a sword. This is the one for the sword in the sheath. Unfortunately, the sword doesn't go in and out of the sheath. You can't pull this out, but that's to be expected with someone or something that's this thin, because here's the sword right here, And it's really thin, and it just feels like if you pull it out the wrong way, if it actually went in there, that thing would probably break, and this would probably be pretty hard to make as well. So yeah, I don't blame them for not making it. But one thing I will say, my sword looks a little bit bent. I don't know if you guys can see that. I don't know. I'm not gonna mess with it too much. It just looks like it'll break. These things are real fragile. But oh well, I got an extra one from my first one, and I actually have two Sasuke. So yeah, I'm gonna get two of this guy as well. Last but not least, he comes with this one for when the sword is out, and you just plug that in the back, like I showed before, basically, and you can put the sword in this other hand. So yeah, pretty good amount of accessories, and they all seem to fit well. I wish he would have came with a different kind of effect, like Naruto came with the Wind Rasengan better than the first one. He actually came with both, but I wish Sasuke would have came with maybe another electric type technique, or maybe just a fireball or something like they're giving the Dragon Ball Z's Kamehameha effects often. So yeah, I wish they would have gave him more accessories, or at least one more technique. But overall, it's still good. Loving it so far. But let's check out some size comparisons of this guy. So for those who wanted to know if you could put the other hair on this guy to make it from when he has his bangs down, here's what you get when you do that. And it looks bad simply because the faces are longer than the original. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to do that. This is atrocious. Here he is standing to more figures from this line. The updated SH Figuarts Sage Mode Naruto and the SH Figuarts Kakashi Hatake. And honestly, he looks good in scale with both of these. For those of you who don't know, Sasuke is taller than Naruto, so this is accurate. Sasuke is and always has been taller than Naruto, because I've heard a lot of people complain about the fact that he's taller. So yes, if you look in the show, Sasuke is taller than Naruto. Now here he is standing next to the SH Figuarts STCC. I don't know what year Kid Gohan, and the SH Figuarts, I believe 2015 Ultimate Gohan, and he looks to go in scale with both of these guys proportionally as well, so I'm digging that. And for some taller scale figures, here he is standing next to the DC Collectibles, I believe Diamond, I'm not sure, Diamond Toys Gotham Commissioner Gordon, and the DC Collectibles Arkham Knight Batman. And last but not least, here is a Sasuke party. Now my final thoughts on this guy are exactly what I thought before I even had it. I love this figure, and it might be partially due to me being biased because I like Sasuke so much, but honestly, I feel like this is a great figure. It's definitely an upgrade from the first, and I just really like it. It feels good in hand. Like I said, these joints around here are pretty tough, but other than that, this figure is solid for me. I mean, the first one, honestly, I'd give a 6 out of 10. This one right here, I would probably give a 9 out of 10 because it's just such a big upgrade. Everything looks so good, spot on, from the new faces, the new hair sculpt, the entire body sculpt. And I don't know if this is any different, it's just repainted, but it looks better. I honestly like these brighter colors on this, and I don't know, man. I don't want to brag about it too much because I don't want people to think, oh, well, it's Sasuke. Obviously, you're going to like it. Well, yeah, that's true, but still, it's better. It's all out better. For those of you who had the first Sasuke and you weren't impressed, but you like the show Naruto, if you got rid of your first one, I highly recommend getting this one. Unless this part right here bothered you to the point you wanted to get rid of it, then I don't. But if that wasn't the key issue with you getting rid of this figure, if you did get rid of the first one, then I would go ahead and pick this guy up. I believe he goes for around 52. I paid 72, and I paid 70 for my first one as well. I didn't complain about it as well, but I only paid 70 because I wanted it early. I'll be paying 45 to get another one from the US when it releases over here. But yeah, man, honestly, this figure is just, it's great. It's awesome. I highly recommend it if you love the Naruto line. The figures are getting better, and it has me stoked for Sakura. It has me stoked for Gaara. I don't care much for Rock Lee, but I'm going to be getting Rock Lee as well. And I hope they continue to make different versions of Sasuke. I really want the Rinnegan version. Once I get that one, I'm satisfied. If I get a Rinnegan Sasuke, I'm satisfied. But yeah, with that said, this is my review of this guy. Like I said, highly recommend him. And keep on the lookout for more action figure reviews from me, because I believe I'll be doing a few more. I know I have the Wonder Woman coming out next from Mayfex, and just anything else that might be coming out. If I get it new, then I'll definitely be reviewing it. So yeah, that said, you guys don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I don't know why you're here if you haven't subscribed to my channel. Also, follow me on everything you see listed in the description below to keep up with my other activities. Follow my Instagram and my anime amino at Animated Heroes to keep up with other things that I'm doing, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.